So you could do it in your 50s or 60s and possibly your 70s. Okay. So, yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to Keanu being in that film. And, yeah, hopefully when they get this movie made that they give him a role and he gets to be in this film. And he gets to be Mr. Big Terrorist guy and that sort of thing. So, yeah. Um, I don't know. There's something that was going on my phone just now. But, yeah. So let's move on to, sorry guys. Let's move on to the next topic, and the next topic with that is going to be. Oh wait, I'm so upset that they pretty much stopped. What was that damn movie? The Matrix 4, and we're supposed to get another film down the road. We're supposed to get John Wick 4, but all that has to pretty much be put on hold because of you know what. So I don't know what's going to happen with that if they're going to have that film once this is contained that we can get those films up and running or what. So hopefully we do. And we get those films in 2021 as scheduled, unless they're going to get pushed a little bit. Okay, so Netflix has pretty much announced movies that they have, I mean, not movies, but TV shows that they've canceled. So the latest, well, congratulations to Lock and Key for getting renewed. But I just heard that they canceled V Wars and October Faction. So those shows came on December 5th and January 23rd. Now, in my opinion, I watched both shows. I had to remember. I was like, wait, what's October Faction? I think that was a show where okay, it was like the married couple who adopted the twins that were really the kids of this witch, and it was a whole bunch of other stuff. So I watched the show, and I feel like the problem with both shows is that they had so much potential, but they never reached that potential. And when I watched both shows, I was kind of disappointed. Like I expected more out of V Wars. I expected something very straightforward, a lot more like kind of in a Blade type of vibe, whereas like or even the show that comes on Sci-Fi, Van Helsing. Like I was expecting something really straightforward, a lot of action, really cool, but it was just too much biological psychobabble that was in it. And I think that was another thing that I hated about another vampire show that used to come on, The Strain. The Strain focused way too much on um, biological stuff. Like it was just too sciency, and it's like, okay, well, like we're getting bored with this. Can we get like some really good? I don't know if I'm saying good. I'm saying could, but it's like good and cool. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like some really cool vampire kills, some really cool action sequences. Wasn't getting any of that. It was just too many about science and cutting things open and how this virus may have started. Like it just got boring. I think what I liked about The Walking Dead before they got a little ridiculous was that it was just the epidemic just happened and these people were just trying to survive in that world. So if it kind of played into that and less on the biological stuff, I think it would have been a much better show. But yeah, come to find out, the Netflix has canceled V Wars and October Faction. Basically said that the cancellations arrive as Netflix, which does not release viewership, continues to make renewal and cancellation decisions based on internal viewing data versus cost. The streamer reviews the returns and consists of the financial investment, and another season will be valuable to its subscribers, or if funds would be better served with new content that draws more viewing and signups to its service. So I guess they felt like those shows didn't really do well. They also canceled, if y'all haven't been paying attention, Messiah, which was another show that I actually liked, but they got rid of it. AJ and the Queen, Spinning Out, Soundtrack, and Daybreak. Daybreak, I think, wasn't that the show that was kind of like a comedy with the zombies or something or another? I was planning on getting around to that show, but I never got around to it. I mean, I'm going to still watch it, but now I feel like it's not a main priority because of what's going on. So, yeah. So and then I don't know, maybe I guess that it didn't work because they had Ian Somerhalder attached to it, so they probably felt that they were gonna get a show kind of like the Vampire Diaries or something in that way. And then I guess when people watched it, they were expecting that and they didn't get it. But I'm like, look, Vampire Diaries, y'all have enough seasons of that. I stopped watching that after a certain point. I just thought the show got a little too. It was just too much like Twilight and stuff. And those type of vampire shows I cannot stand. Like I want my vampires to just be unapologetic. They can be sexy, but they can also be kind of just nasty and vicious and gross. And we kind of need that balance instead of trying to make them like lovey-dovey little puppies. But it is what it is, and it's gone. And can't cry with spilt milk. Now, another thing that we had that was supposed to be happening as a TV show, but I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm hearing that it's in limbo, is that the new Resident Evil series is currently in limbo. Um, don't know what's happening with that. That was supposed to be a show that Netflix was supposed to pick up. And so, in an interview with Deadline, Constantine film boss Martin Moskowitz, revealed that Netflix Resident Evil series is currently in limbo, as the series was meant to start in June, but they are now in discussions with the streamer over when to schedule the series. Meanwhile, the Mila Jovovich led Monster Hunter movie adaptation, has been completed. Um, Now the film says that's supposed to come out in September. I saw the poster. Mila Jovovich is holding some big giant sword. It looks very much. I don't know why they have her dressed like Tina Turner in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, but um, that's how they have her dressed. And also in the film, we have who's supposed to be in it. It's directed yet again, another movie she's doing with her husband, Paul W.S. Anderson. It stars Jovovich, Tony Jaa, Ron Perlman. How interesting. We got somebody from the Hellboy world. Two people from the Hellboy world. One from the original and one from the remake. So you have Mila who was in Hellboy, in the remake as the villain. We have Ron Perlman, who's in it. T.I., the rapper. Diego Boneta, who was last seen in Terminator Dark Fate, which was okay, but it wasn't the greatest. It's still a good watchable film, but it's not the greatest. Also, who's in it is Megan Good and Josh Hellman, who was in X-Men Days of Future Past. I said that the film, because I was wondering, what the hell is this movie about? So it's the leader of a UN military team named Artemis, who is played by Jovovich, who is transported to another realm populated by monsters. There she meets the Hunter, with the two teaming up to close a portal to prevent monsters from attacking Earth. Now, this does sound like a cool concept. However, if we've known her husband, Paul W.S. Anderson, I feel like this movie is probably going to be a piece of shit. Now, I know it's like, you know what? I will admit, I do like a lot of those Resident Evil movies. The last one was an abomination. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, the fans who invested pretty much 20 years of their life to watching this film, and this is what you give us, was an insult. And then you changed up the story of how the T-virus got out and all that stuff with the kid and who became like the Red Queen, and it was just so much going on in there, and it was like, this is not the story that you pretty much gave us. You just pretty much just threw some shit up in there, and even the editing on the action was atrocious. It was just crazy. I feel like the best action wise that we got was oh my god, what was the one where she I don't know how, well, the one where they had the simulation, they had the kid, and then they brought everybody else back, the deaf girl. I thought that Resident Evil, what was it, Retribution, I actually thought that one, because of the action sequences and the fight sequences and the set pieces, I thought that was like the best action wise that we got. Although I love the first one because of the pace. The second one had like that pace, but also they amped it up with a lot of the cool action sequences. But I'm really hoping, like, okay, so she goes into this realm that, yeah, we have Tony Jaa up in here, but you're not gonna pretty much be like Alice 2.0 and you're just gonna take over, and without earning the right to take over certain things, and you get all the cool action sequences, and you pretty much have Tony Jaa being wasted on the sidelines, but we know this guy is capable of doing a lot of great action scenes, and he can fight and he can do all kinds of stuff. So if y'all do that and waste him, I'm gonna be pissed. But you know what? It seems like it's gonna be one of those really cheesy action movies, and I'm here for it. Like, I'll watch it. I'll watch anything that has anything with women kicking ass. I just love shit like that. But I'm just hoping that it doesn't suck. But it's got me on the fence because, like I said, Paul W.S. Anderson's directing it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I mean, the casting is pretty cool. I just need to see at this point, I just need to see a trailer and then come up to my own conclusion about it. So anyway, on that note, that's all I pretty much have to say right now in regards of what's going on in entertainment news. I'm gonna try to keep this show a little going. Yeah, and for all those of you who actually sat and watched this entire video, thank you all for tuning in. Tune in next time when I have some interesting stuff to come out. I'm going to try to post more videos and get more stuff out there, because now, like I said, I have a lot of time. I can pretty much do a lot more videos, get my numbers up again, because I know it's been a minute since I've actually done a lot of YouTube videos. But yeah, I missed getting on here, and I need to get used to doing more on camera stuff. So thank you all for watching, and see you guys next time.